I'm gonna be everything I wanna be, so I'm gonna be what I wanna be. Hey, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be. Hi everybody, my name is Lena Marie and I'm the creative director and the owner of Fina Sunshine, and today is day number 2 for the countdown for the launch of Fina Sunshine. Today's video I will be talking about how I am actually hearing impaired. I've actually been hearing impaired for as long as I can remember, but I do remember that I was about in the 1st grade when my mother took me to go get a hearing test. And after I got my results, I found out that I had a huge significant amount of hearing loss, and I cried for a really long time because I didn't want to be hearing impaired. I didn't know what that really meant, but I just knew it would make me different from everybody else. I knew that I needed hearing aids, and so my mom could not afford at the time to buy me hearing aids herself. So I actually got my first pair of hearing aids through this program that helped children with hearing problems. Now, when I first got them, I could hear people on the phone that weren't even on the phone with me. I could hear people from down the street. I could hear everything at this point. But with my hearing aids, they actually brought a lot of unwanted attention to me. And, you know, a lot of people come up to me asking me, so what's that in your ear? Pointing at my ear. And this one is my personal favorite. Are you deaf? And I was clearly having a conversation with them, and I'm responding to them. Like, granted, I was looking at people's lips sometimes when they would talk to me because I could read lips. But if I'm having a conversation with you and we're going back and forth, I mean, clearly I can hear you. Oh, and another thing that people used to tell me,
you don't sound like you have a hearing problem.
Really? Really? All hearing impaired people are all alike. Now, you know, some people can't hear people and they still have a full-fledged conversation with people just by reading people's lips. But me personally, I could still hear people, and I felt like a lot of different people would ask me a bunch of stuff because they were ignorant. You know, I do remember being in the 5th grade, and at one point, the teacher, she sent me out to go run an errand for the classroom, and when I came back, the classroom was kind of like hushed for some reason. But I later learned that she was telling the class not to ask me about my hearing aids. And I felt like the reason why is not because she wanted to like single me out or anything, but I felt like she could sense my being uncomfortable when people would ask me that. I actually remember one time me and my mom were in the car and she was driving me home from school, and I was telling her, like, you know what? I want a sign made of a picture of a hearing aid, and it's gonna say, this is a hearing aid. It helps me hear. Yes, I can hear you. I was joking at the time, so she did laugh about it. She found it kind of funny. In elementary school, I really didn't have an issue with me wearing hearing aids or even my hearing problem, but it all changed when I went to middle school. When I got to middle school, I was being bullied a lot, and I just remember praying and wishing and hoping that there was some type of miraculous cure for my hearing loss. I got bullied relentlessly because of my hearing impairment, and I do remember going home quite frequently to just cry my eyes out. So the summer of me going into the 7th grade, I actually told my mom I didn't want to wear hearing aids that year. She just said okay. I mean, she didn't try to talk me out of it or tell me, Lena, you might want to wear them so you can hear people around you, but you know, she just pretty much let me do my own thing for that 7th grade year. But as you can figure, I still got bullied because I couldn't hear people at this point either. By my 8th grade year, I decided to just go ahead and start wearing them again. I mean, I still got bullied, but whatever. By the time 9th grade year came around, I decided I was going to start wearing my hair down. I flat ironed my hair religiously to make sure my ears were covered so nobody would see them at all. I mean, I would change my hearing aid batteries in the bathroom. I would literally get a hall pass to go to the bathroom, change my hearing aids in the bathroom so nobody would see me doing that. By the 10th grade, I actually joined the cheer team, and I couldn't wear my hair down. It was uniform for all of us to wear ponytails. So with me not being able to hide behind my hair anymore, I was like, shit, they gonna start making fun of me again, bro. You know, the funny thing about it was, I didn't get picked on at all for me wearing hearing aids at least. As a matter of fact, people would tell me that I had an advantage because I could actually choose what I wanted to hear and what I didn't want to hear. I honestly never thought about it that way. I mean, at that point, I started to see my blessing in what I thought was my curse. I mean, at this point, I actually tune out the world now. I mean, if I go to the grocery store, if I'm in my car, I don't have on my hearing aids. I usually just have on my AirPods. Now, kind of dangerous for me to be doing that in a car, but at the same time, I'll be paying attention to when I'm driving. It took me a long time to realize that God didn't make any mistakes when I was made. So yeah, I can't really hear that well without my hearing aids, but you know what they say, when one of your senses are lacking, one of the other four senses will heighten. So the sense that I feel that was heightened is actually my vision. I mean, I am clairvoyant, so I do receive visions. I also love how my eyes are able to interpret the world around me, and I can see really well. And here's a plus. Considering that I read everything in subtitles, I actually learned how to speed read, which is a plus. Because if you know me, you know I love to read some books. The point I'm trying to make here is learn to appreciate all of you. Things that you consider to be flaws. I mean, I'm so glad that I was able to fall in love with myself and discover self-love. Love me some me. I thank God that I was able to receive those messages. I'm glad to see those different perspectives and people tell me, you know what, you're able to tune out the rest of the world when you don't feel like hearing it. I honestly probably wouldn't have thought about it that way, but in all actuality, I'm really glad that I was able to receive those messages, because with those messages, I was able to appreciate who I actually am. With that, that concludes today's video. I just wanted to remind you all that this is day 2 for the countdown. I am launching on October 23rd, which is my birthday. Go Scorpios. And as always, I wanted to leave you all with our tagline, which is, it is beautiful to rise from the ashes and still shine. Peace.